Today we shall discuss non-homogeneous linear differential equations. In the last video we have discussed the homogeneous differential equations. How to solve the given homogeneous linear differential equations of second and higher order. So we have looked into the standard form of a linear differential equation, which can be rewritten in a simplified form as f of d into y equal to phi of x. So the collection of all linear differential equations can be classified into two depending on the right hand term phi of x. If the right hand term phi of x is equal to 0, then we call that differential equations as homogeneous linear differential equations. That we have discussed in the previous video, how to solve the homogeneous linear differential equations. So the thing is, we need to write the auxiliary equation. That means we have to write f of d replacing d by m, then find its roots. Then depending on the nature of that roots, we have three different cases to write the solution. That is about the homogeneous linear differential equation. The non-homogeneous linear differential equation, in its standard form, it will be like f of d into y equal to phi of x with phi of x not equal to 0. This we have to specify. Phi of x not equal to 0. To say that the given equation is non-homogeneous, we should write in the standard form like this: f of d into y equal to phi of x with phi of x not equal to 0. Then the solution of this equation, it involves two parts. The solution is given by y equal to yc plus yp. Yc is called complementary solution and yp is called particular solution or particular integral. How can we compute yc? This is called complementary solution. So to find yc, you have to consider the given equation, then assume the right hand term is 0 to get corresponding homogeneous linear differential equation. Then solve that equation. That solution will be yc here. The solution of the corresponding homogeneous linear differential equation. To find yp. To find yp, there are different methods depending on the nature of phi of x. So here we shall discuss what are the methods and how to find the solution of a non-homogeneous linear differential equation. So the general equation or general formula to find particular integral. So this is called complementary and this one is called particular. Particular integral or particular solution. One more thing we have to recall is, as we said in the previous video, capital D stands for differentiation. That is, stands for differentiation. If I write capital D, that means we are going to differentiate the corresponding term. D of something you write. So we are going to differentiate that term. If I write 1 by D, obviously 1 by D is the inverse of D. So 1 by D, that should be the inverse of differentiation. So 1 by D represents integration. So 1 by D of f of x means you have to write the integral of that function. D of f of x means you have to write the derivative of that function. So keeping that in mind, I have f of d into y equal to phi of x. Now yp is one of the solution of this equation. So if I take yp in that, so I will get f of d into yp equal to phi of x. Yp is the solution, so that should satisfy this equation. So I must have f of d into yp equal to phi of x. So from this, you can write yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. This is called the general formula to find yp. General formula for yp. That is the formula we are going to use to determine yp. So here there are three different types we are going to consider in our syllabus. The first type is type 1. Phi of x is of the form some scalar into exponential. So if the right hand term is an exponential function, then how can we determine the particular integral yp? That we are going to discuss under type 1. Type 2 will consider trigonometric functions. Type 3 we will consider polynomials. Now type 1. Suppose we have phi of x equal to k into e power x. Now if I use this general formula, then what we will get? So we will get yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. So phi of x is k into e power x. So k into e power x divided by, what is f of d? Same thing I have to write there. Now the particular integral is obtained by replacing d by e. So yp will be k into e power x divided by f of a. That is the required particular integral or particular solution. And this solution is valid only if f of a is not equal to 0. In case f of a equal to 0, this is when f of a not equal to 0. In case f of a equal to 0, then yp will be, I have to multiply the independent variable x to the numerator and retain other terms divided by f dash of a. If again f dash of a is not 0, then this is valid. That is the required particular integral. If f dash of a is 0 again, then yp will be x square into k e power ax divided by f double dash of a. You have to continue this process until you get non-zero determinant. This is the way of finding the solution of a non-homogeneous linear differential equation where right hand term is an exponential function. Let us look into a problem. Example: solve d cube plus d square plus d plus 1 into y equal to e power 3x plus 4. This is the given equation. Now we need to find the solution of this equation. As I said earlier, the solution of this equation involves two parts, yc and yp. So to find yc, we first determine yc always, then we will go for yp. To find yc here, what should I do? I have to write an auxiliary equation. The corresponding auxiliary equation is m cube plus m square plus m plus 1 equal to 0. So taking m square outside here, m square times m plus 1. Here taking 1 outside, m plus 1 equal to 0. So m square plus 1 into m plus 1 equal to 0. That implies m equal to minus 1 or m square equal to minus 1. So m equal to minus 1 or m equal to plus or minus I. So I got complex roots and also a real root. Now yc is c1 e power minus x plus, here real part is 0. So e power real part into x times c2 cos imaginary part is 1. c2 cos x plus c3 sin x. So this is yc, complementary solution, or you can say corresponding solution, because we have considered corresponding homogeneous equation of the given equation. Now we need to find the particular solution. This is the formula: yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. Then I have to replace d by a. So I have to note down what is the value of a. That is also most important. To replace, you should know what is the value of a. That is obtained by comparing this right hand term with this. So k is 1 and a is 3. Don't worry about this constant term. So we have yp, the particular solution. I'll write here yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. So yp equal to e power 3x plus 4 divided by d cube plus d square plus d plus 1. So here a is 3. So replace d by a, replace d by 3. So yp will be e power 3x plus 4 divided by 27 plus 9 plus 3 plus 1. So yp equal to e power 3x plus 4 divided by 27 plus 3 30, 30 plus 10 40. Therefore, the required solution is y equal to c1 e power minus x plus c2 cos x plus c3 sin x plus e power 3x plus 4 divided by 40. So that is the required solution. So this is the way of solving a non-homogeneous linear differential equation when the right hand term is of exponential type. Let us discuss one more problem of this type. Let us take another example. D square minus 4 into y. I'll write here d square minus 4 into y, example 2, equal to 3 cos hyperbolic square x. So this is the given problem now. We need to find the solution of this. So here the corresponding auxiliary equation is m square minus 4 equal to 0. So m square equal to 4, m equal to plus or minus 2. So yc I can write directly c1 e power 2x plus c2 e power minus 2x. That is yc, that I can write directly. Now to find yp. So the general formula is yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. So here it will be 3 cos h square x divided by d square minus 4. We know that cos hx equal to e power x plus e power minus x by 2. That is hyperbolic function and cos hx in terms of exponential function. Now taking square on both sides, you will get, simplifying this, I don't write on the left hand side. On the right hand side will be 1 by 4 times a square e power 2x plus b square e power minus 2x plus 2ab, 2 into e power x into e power minus x, e power x, e power minus x, e power x minus x, e power 0, then 2 into 1. So I got yp equal to 1 by d square minus 4 times e power 2x plus e power minus 2x plus 2 by 4. Or this will be e power, 1 by 4 I take outside. 1 by 4 times e power 2x divided by d square minus 4 plus e power minus 2x divided by d square minus 4 plus 2 divided by d square minus 4. In the first case a is 2, second case a is minus 2, third case you have constant, so you can take a equal to 0 because e power 0 is 1. Now if I replace d by 2 here, I will get 0 in the denominator. Here also if I replace d by minus 2, I'll get 0 in the denominator. Here no problem. So this will be e power 2x. I will get f of a 0. So I should multiply numerator by independent variable. E power x into e power 2x divided by differentiating this 2d. Plus x into e power minus 2x divided by 2d. Plus here replacing d by 0, we will get minus 4 in the denominator. So 2 by minus 4, we will get minus 1 by 2. Now replacing d by 2 here, so I'll write once again here 1 by 4 into x into e power 2x by 4 plus x into e power minus 2x by 4 minus 1 by 2. So take 2 outside here. So I can rewrite that as yp equal to 1 by 8 times. So I will take x by 2 outside in this. Just to take x outside. In the first two terms, in these two terms, take x outside. It will be e power 2x plus e power, so it is minus 4 because I had to replace d by minus 2 here, so it will be minus 4. So e power 2x minus e power minus 2x divided by 2 minus 4. So this is 1 by 8 into x sin h2x minus 1, that is y. Therefore the required solution is y equal to c1 e power 2x plus c2 e power minus 2x plus 1 by 8 into x sin h2x minus 1. That is the required solution of the given differential equation. So this is the way of solving non-homogeneous linear differential equation when the right hand term is an exponential function. Next, we shall discuss second type of problems. In the second type of problems, we will consider a trigonometric function sin ax and cos ax. One of the important point I had to note down here is the method we discussed in type 1 is applicable when the right hand term is either an exponential function or an hyperbolic function. If you are given with an hyperbolic function, in that case also you can apply this method. If you are given with sin ax or cos ax, now we will discuss how to solve the corresponding non-homogeneous linear differential equation. So next, let us consider the second case, type 2. So type 2, here phi of x will be either sin ax, or you can take generally sin of ax plus b or cos of ax plus b. Whatever the value of the constant b, we don't worry about it. We will only worry about the value of a, sin of ax plus b or cos of ax plus b. So the value of a is most important there. We have to note down the value of a, then apply this method. Now, to find yp, the general solution, as I said, that is yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. Yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. So if I write for phi of x and f of d, so I will write phi of x either sin ax or cos ax. For definiteness, I will just write sin ax. I have to write whatever you have on the right hand side. So here f of d, you have to replace d square by minus a square. Don't confuse with this. It is not a minus a whole square. It is minus of a square. So replace d square by minus a square. Suppose you have odd terms, say d cube, d power 5 and so on. Then I have to write that as, if you have d cube, d square into d. Then replace d square by minus a square. If you have d power 5, then you can write it as, either you can write as d into d square or d into d power 4. Then you can replace d square by minus a square. So I had to replace d square by minus a square, then yp equal to sin ax divided by f of minus a square. So this will be the required solution. In case if this determinant is 0, then as usual multiply numerator by x into sin ax, whatever the right hand term, then that you have to write here, divided by f dash of minus a square. Differentiate f of d, then replace d square by minus a square. Suppose that is also 0, that is f dash of minus a square is also 0, then it will be x square sin ax divided by f double dash of minus a square. So that is the way of finding the solution in case of trigonometric trigonometric functions. Now let us discuss problems. So let us consider the first one. Solve d cube y by dx cube plus 1 plus y equal to 65 cos of 2x plus 1. So this is the given differential equation. We need to find the solution of this. Solution. So m cube plus 1 equal to 0. That is the corresponding auxiliary equation. M cube plus 1 equal to 0. This you can solve by applying synthetic division. See, we have minus 1 is one of the root. So I'll write by using synthetic division. Coefficient of m cube 1, coefficient of m square 0, coefficient of m 0, constant term 1. So here should write 0. So I already know minus 1 is one of the root, that I will write here. So 1 into minus 1, adding these two, minus 1 plus 1, we get 1 minus 1 0. So the next equation is m square minus m plus 1 equal to 0. So solving this, totally I will get roots m equal to minus 1 is one of the root, other two roots are 1 plus or minus I root 3 by 2. So yc will be c1 e power minus x plus real part is 1 by 2 e power 1 by 2 x c2 cos root 3 by 2 x plus sin root 3 by 2 x. So that is yc, complementary solution. Now I have to find the particular integral yp. So wrote down this formula, yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. Then I have to replace d square by minus a square. Now to find yp, I will start from here. To find yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. So yp equal to, what is phi of x? 65 cos of 2x plus 1 divided by f of d, d cube plus 1. Here the value of a is 2. Compare that with cos of ax plus b. So the value of a is 2. So I should replace d square by minus 4 or minus 2 square. So before that I will write this as 65 cos of 2x plus 1 divided by d into d square plus 1. So this will be 65 cos of 2x plus 1 divided by d square minus 4d plus 1. When you replace d square by minus a square, it always takes this form, alpha d plus or minus beta. Now multiply and divide this equation by the conjugate of this one. So I'll rewrite this term as yp equal to minus I'll take outside 65 cos of 2x plus 1 divided by 4d minus 1. Now multiply and divide by its conjugate. So it will be 4d plus 1 divided by 4d plus 1. So I have multiplied by 4d plus 1 and then divided by 4d plus 1. Now this will be yp equal to minus 65, let us take outside, 65 into 4d of cos of 2x plus 1, 4d of cos of 2x plus 1 plus cos of 2x plus 1 divided by 4 into 4, a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square, 16d square minus 1. So yp is minus 65 times 4 into d of cos of 2x plus 1, that means differentiate cos of 2x plus 1. So it will be minus 2 sin 2x plus 1, there is 4 here, minus 8 sin of 2x plus 1 plus cos of 2x plus 1 divided by, replacing d square by minus 4, replacing d square by minus 4, we get 16 into 4, that is 64 minus 1, minus 65. We get minus 65. So that minus 65 cancels with this. So yp is, I'll write positive term first, cos of 2x plus 1 minus 8 sin of 2x plus 1. That is the required solution. So this is the way of solving a linear non-homogeneous differential equation where the right hand term is trigonometric function sin of ax plus b or cos of ax plus b. So we got yc and then yp. So the general solution will be the sum of yc and yp. I have not written that here. So I have just written yc and yp separately. So let us solve one more equation if possible. Y double dash, example 2, y double dash minus 3y dash plus 2y equal to 2 sin x cos x. So in this case, suppose if you have sin of ax plus b or cos of ax plus b, then you can directly find the value of a and b, or comparing that with the standard form, no problem with that. Suppose if you get the product of sin and cos terms, then you have to apply sin a cos b or cos a sin b or sin a sin b or cos a cos b formula appropriately. Here I think no problem with this. We have 2 sin x cos x. So 2 sin x cos x, that I can write as sin 2x. So the value of a is 2. Now y double dash minus 3y dash plus 2y I have. So corresponding auxiliary equation will be m square minus 3m plus 2 equal to 0. So that is m minus 1 into m minus 2 equal to 0, m equal to 1 comma 2. So yc will be c1 e power x plus c2 e power 2x. So yc we have written directly, no problem with that. Now this I can write as sin 2x, so keep that in mind. Yp will be sin 2x divided by d square minus 3d plus 2. A is 2. Now if you replace d square by minus a square, it will be sin 2x divided by minus 4 minus 3d plus 2. That is sin 2x divided by minus 4 minus 2. So minus 3d minus 2. So yp, taking minus sign outside, minus sin of 2x divided by 3d plus 2. Multiply divided by 3d minus 2. Now it will be, so right here, minus I have kept outside, 3 into d of sin 2x. So 3 into derivative of sin 2x. Derivative of sin 2x is 2 cos 2x. So into 3, 6 cos 2x, 6 cos 2x minus 2 sin 2x, minus 2 sin 2x divided by 9d square minus 4. So yp is, so I can take minus 2 or plus 2 outside, let us take. So taking 2 outside, it will be minus here, minus 2 into 3 cos 2x minus sin 2x divided by 9 into d square. D square I have to replace by minus 4. So minus 36 minus 4, that is minus 40. So yp is 3 cos 2x minus sin 2x divided by 20. That is yp. So that is the way of finding the solution of non-homogeneous linear differential equation when the right hand term is trigonometric function sin ax or cos ax. So we discussed the two types. So in the first type, the right hand term will be an exponential function which can be applied when you have the right hand term either an exponential function or hyperbolic function. The second one is trigonometric function. If the right hand term is a trigonometric function, you can apply the second type method to find its solution. Next, third one, type 3, polynomial in x. Polynomial in x. In this case, to find the solution, you have to divide this polynomial phi of x divided by f of d. So the thing is, while dividing, write polynomial in x in descending powers of x and f of d in ascending powers of d. Keep that in mind. You have to write pi of x in descending powers of x. That means you have to start from higher degree and move towards the constant term or lower degree term. And f of d you should write from lower degree constant term, then you have to move up to higher degree. Then divide that polynomial, you get yp. So here let us consider a problem. Solve y double dash plus 3y dash plus 2y equal to 12x square. Yes. Now I want to find the solution of this. And auxiliary equation, corresponding auxiliary equation is m square plus 3m plus 2 equal to 0. So m plus 1 into m plus 2 equal to 0. So m equal to minus 1 comma minus 2. Yc is c1 e power minus x plus c2 e power minus 2x. So no problem with that. That I can directly write. Now I need to find yp. Yp equal to phi of x divided by f of d. Here there is only one term, no problem with this. Actually I have to write that in descending powers of x. Now f of d, you have to write that in ascending powers of d. Start from constant term. 2 plus 3d plus d square. Now it is divided. So 12x square 2 plus 3d plus d square. Now to divide this, So here I should write a term, product of that term with 2 should give 12x square. To write that term, the shortcut is, here you should write 12x square divided by this. So just divide this by constant. Whatever you get, that should be written here. So here I should write 12x square divided by 2, that is 6x square. 6x square we should write that. So 6x square into 2, you get 12x square, plus 6x square into 3d, see 3d of 6x square, that is 3 into derivative of 6x square. Derivative of 6x square is 6x square, right? 12x. So it is 36x. So here you should write 36x plus 6x square into d square, second derivative of 6x square. If you differentiate it once, I got 12x. Differentiating again, I will get 12. Then subtract. Subtracting, these two get cancelled. Minus 36x minus 12. Now, I should write a term here. Product of that term with 2 should give minus 36x. Or, shortcut is, here I should write minus 36x divided by 2. That is minus 18x. So, minus 18x into 2, that is minus 36x. Minus 18x into 3d. So, differentiate it, minus 18 into 3, 54. So, get minus 54. So, I am subtracting, so sign changes. So, 36x get cancelled. So, minus 54, plus 54 minus 12. So, 44, 42 you get. Now, I should get 42 here. So, 42 divided by 2, 21. So, 21 into 2, 42. 3d into 21. So, derivative of 21 0 into 3, you get 0. So, next terms will be 0. So, subtracting, you get 0. So, YP is 6x square minus 18x plus 21. That is the way of finding YP, particular integral. Now, let us take one more problem. Let us take this one. D cube plus 8 into y equal to x power 4 plus 2x plus 1. So the complementary solution I will write directly. YC will be C1 e power minus 2x plus e power x into C2 cos root 3x plus C3 sin root 3x. That is complementary solution. Now I need to find particular integral. To find particular integral, I have to divide polynomials. So I'll write here again. Okay. Here I should divide x power 4 plus 2x plus 1 by 8 plus d cube. Now, what should I write here? I should write here x power 4 divided by 8. So, x power 4 divided by 8. So, multiplying these two, you get x power 4 plus x power 4 into x power 4 by 8 into d cube. That means I have to differentiate this 3 times. So, differentiate it once, what do you get? 1 by 8 I get. If you differentiate it once, that will be 4x cube. That is 1 by 2 into x cube. This is first derivative. Second derivative, x cube I am differentiating. So 3x square. So this is second derivative. Differentiating again 6x by 2. So 3x you get. Subtracting, these two get cancelled. 2x minus 3x, you get minus x plus 1. So I should get minus x here. So here I should write minus x divided by 8. So minus x by 8. So minus x by 8 into 8, you will get minus x d cube. If you differentiate it once, you get 1 by 8. Differentiating again, you get 0. So you will get 0 here. So subtracting this to get cancelled, get 1. So next, I should get 1 here. So I should write here 1 divided by 8 plus 1 by 8. So yp is x power 4 by 8 minus x by 8 plus 1 by 8. So that is the required particular integral. So this is the method of finding the solution of non-homogeneous linear differential equation. So till this we have discussed how to solve non-homogeneous linear differential equation when the right hand term is an exponential function or a trigonometric function or a polynomial in x. So these are the three types that we have included in our syllabus. The next one concept is how to solve initial value problems. There is a small chapter related to initial value problems. So let us solve two problems on that. Solve the initial value problem given dx by dt plus 4 into, sorry, it is d square x by dt square plus 4 into dx by dt plus 29x equal to 0. Given that x of 0 equal to 0 and dx by dt of 0 equal to 0. Oh, sorry, 15 is. So these are the given conditions. So with respect to that conditions, I had to find the particular solution of this. So here the dependent variable is x, independent variable is t. Keep that in mind. Corresponding auxiliary equation is m square plus 4m plus 29 equal to 0. So this I can write as m square plus 4m plus 4 equal to minus 25. So I can split this as 25 plus 4. 25 taking to the right hand side, you get minus 25. So m plus 2 whole square equal to 25, that is 5 square. So m plus, it is minus 5 square. Taking square root on both sides, you get m plus 2 equal to plus or minus 5i. So m equal to minus 2 plus or minus 5i. So that are the roots of the given equation. So yc e power minus 2x, that is the real part, times c1 cos 5x plus c2 sin 5x. Now it's a homogeneous equation, so no need to write yc. This is only y. One mistake we did here. See, we should be very careful here writing the final solution. Here the dependent variable is x and independent variable is t. So I should write x of t equal to e power minus 2t c1 cos 5t plus c2 sin 5t. See, that is the mistake I did. So you should be very careful while writing the solution. You have to identify what are the dependent and independent variables. So this is the actual one. Now x of 0, they have given that x of 0 equal to 0 implies x of 0 equal to 0 means when t is 0, the value of x is also 0. So 0 equal to, see this side I have written this 0, this 0 I have written here. For this 0 I have to put t equal to 0 on this side. So taking t equal to 0, I will call this as equation 1 for my sake to recall it again. So e power 0 get 1, c1 cos 0 1 plus c2 sin 0 0. So from this we got c1 equal to 0. 0 one side, c1 into 1. So c1 equal to 0. Next, differentiating 1. We get x dash of t equal to, here I have to apply product rule. E power minus 2t into, differentiating this, minus 5c1 cos 5, sorry, sin 5t, sin 5t plus 5c2 cos 5t plus, it will be minus derivative of e power minus 2t. So minus 2 e power minus 2t into c1 cos 5t plus c2 sin 5t. Now taking 0 here, taking t equal to 0. So I'll get x dash of t 15. So when t is 0, we'll have x 15. So 15 equal to t0, e power 0 1. This term will be 0, 1 into first term 0 plus 5 into 1. 5 into c2 into 1 minus 2 into e power minus 2t, that will be 1. So c1 cos 5, c1 into 1 plus c2 into 0. But we know that c1 is also 0. So all this term will be 0. So 15 equal to 5c2 or c2 equal to 3. Therefore, the required solution is y equal to, what is that? E power minus 2t into c1 is 0. So 0 plus 3 sin 5t. So 3 e power minus 2t sin 5t. That is the required solution. So this is about initial value problem. Only thing is, condition will be given. With respect to that condition, you have to determine the values of a and b. So I have solved only one problem on this. If you want, let us solve one more. Since we have solved two problems in each of the previous cases, let's solve one more problem on initial value problem. So the thing is, I have to determine the values of the constants depending on the given conditions. So solve x double dash of t plus omega square x of t equal to 0 subject to the conditions x equal to a, x dash equal to a omega when t equal to 2 pi by omega. Now the auxiliary equation m square plus omega square equal to 0. So get the solution x of t equal to c1 cos omega t plus c2 sin omega t. After writing the auxiliary equation, then substituting, you get this one. We call this as equation 1. It is given that when t equal to 2 pi by omega, the value of x is a. So that condition I will use here. So x of 2 pi by omega equal to a implies, so a equal to c1 cos omega into 2 pi by omega. Omega get cancelled, cos 2 pi plus c2 sin 2 pi. So sin 2 pi is 0. So cos 2 pi is 1. So I will get c1 equal to a. I got c1 equal to a. Next, c2. Differentiate this again. Differentiate 1. I'll get x dash of t equal to minus omega c1 sin omega t plus omega c2 cos omega t. Now using that condition, that is x dash of 2 pi by omega equal to a omega. So I'll get a omega equal to minus omega c1 into. So t equal to 2 pi by omega here. So omega t equal to 2 pi. So sin omega t. So omega t is 2 pi. That is sin pi plus omega c2 cos pi. Cos 2 pi. Sin 2 pi and cos 2 pi. Again sin 2 pi 0, cos 2 pi 1. So a omega equal to omega c2 1. So omega get cancelled. C2 is also a. Therefore y equal to a times of cos omega t plus sin omega t. That is the required solution. So this is the way of finding the solution in the case of initial value problems. So here we have covered non-homogeneous equations and initial value problems. Next we should discuss method of variation of parameter, undetermined coefficients in causes and Legendre's polynomials. So that is the second part of unit 2. So for the internals that I have scheduled on 12th of this month, so I have to study till this except initial value problems. Initial value problems I have not included. So till the polynomial case type 3 you have to study for the internals.